So this is a nice collection, no doubt. And you'll see whenever we get here, they're nice cars, nice collectible antique cars. What you won't know at first glance is some of these cars are literally one-of-ones. They're owned by very big name individuals, or they're very customized or limited production automobiles. Cliff has been in the industry a long time, and his dad was in the industry before him. And some of these cars, his father restored when Cliff was a young man. So anyway, I think we're in for a special treat today. Should be pretty amazing collection. So Cliff, thanks for having us today.
You're welcome.
Why don't you tell us about your collection here?
Well,
maybe start with the one right here behind us.
We'll start with this one. This is a 1966 Mustang Convertible. I got this car when I was 15 years old, and my father bought it for me. Had a busted heater core, so we got it real cheap. Got it running, got my license and everything. When I turned 16, my grandpa bought me them Krager SS mags, and they're still on the car. The next one is a 1929 Model A, and this one right here, this green one, is real rare. It's a 1937 Club Coupe.
Now, from what I understand, this is a pretty special car.
Yes.
What makes this car so special?
It's got a back seat.
Ah.
A coupe don't have a back seat, okay? This is a Club Coupe, okay? Like sedans, like that one, you see the back seat. This little truck right here is a 1930 Model A truck. A Model A truck, you couldn't haul a whole lot in it. If you notice the bed, it's about the size of two wheelbarrows.
Now, why does this have a metal section in the middle of the bed back here?
You know, I've seen
wood slats.
I know, I've seen 4 or 5 of these Model A's like that, and they have that.
Now, I heard rumor that at one point Ford was using crating and packaging material for like firewalls and inner supports.
Yes. Ain't no telling what you'll find in it.
Really?
Once you tear it apart. That car beside this Model A is a 1940 sedan. You know, I got the 40 truck over at the other shop, this 40 sedan, and I got that blue 40 coupe. We'll put all 3 40s together once I get the truck finished.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
But that, see, it's got a back seat.
Yeah.
That's a sedan. Now, this one is a 1934. It ain't nothing but pure hot rod, okay? It has...
Is there anything left from 1934?
No, no. It has an electric hood on it. I can mash a button if you want to see it. It raises up and then tilts. And right here are the headlights. I'll mash another button in there and the headlights pop out.
Can we see that?
Yeah. All right, here's your headlights.
Wow.
Here's your hood.
That's so cool.
That's a 383 stroker fuel injection engine.
Wow.
So it will get on down the highway.
I'm sure it will.
Okay. Now, this black one beside it is American Graffiti car. That's a 1932 Highboy.
Tell us about that.
The guy that me and him worked together, Jimmy, he built this car. It's a 327 V8. You know how American Graffiti, they had the little moon tanks on front of the cars in that movie? Mm-hmm. You know, they would put alcohol in it. So when they got to the drag strip, they would switch it because alcohol gives you more power.
Gotcha.
Okay? And that's why we put the moon tank on the front.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what, you know.
That would have been
right,
correct
that's what,
for that.
Right.
Wow, look at that.
It has no glass in the sides. The top does lift off. This is a 1940 coupe. This is the moonshine car. Junior Johnson made the 1940 coupe, so famous. There's your moonshine and your jug.
What may or may not have been in there at one point?
I'm sure it was at one point.
So what made this the moonshine car?
Junior Johnson. That's what he had, 40s.
So this was a fast car.
Right.
That you could hide a bunch of.
And they hot rodded it. Okay. Back then also. Now this is a flathead, but it is a hot rod also.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a Holley 4-barrel on it and I-beam rods and different cam and everything.
Now you just recently won an award with this, right?
Yes, out there at Auto Fest.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. This is a coupe. You see how this seat is? Okay. You know how a seat will fold like this? This one does this. And there's another hidden compartment behind here.
So if you were running something you didn't want anybody to know about,
you put it back there.
Very convenient spot to locate it.
Right.
Makes sense. Wow, the interior on the car is beautiful.
Well, it's got the seat cover on it because of mohair interior. Like this one, the 37 to 39 has mohair. If you get mohair wet, you run it. That's why you see sheets laying in them cars to sit on.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get them damp.
Makes sense.
The mohair will come apart.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got the aluminum heads on it. Now you know the valves on a flathead are in the block.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a flathead.
Ah, okay.
The valves are in the block. They ain't nothing in that head but just the surface.
Ah.
And a indentation for the piston to come up. Okay, that's how you get more compression, by cutting them heads. Okay, but you can't cut them too much so the valves are going to hit. Okay.
Makes sense.
But it runs real good. It and with that 4-barrel and a different camshaft and stuff in this flathead, it peps it up.
It's a very distinctive sound.
Yes.
Exhaust.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it'll get on down the road.
I bet it will.
This is called a slant window. 1931 Model A. You see this window? You see how it slants down? You look at that Model A.
Oh.
It's straight.
Huh.
All Model A's are straight unless it's a slant window.
Slant window.
See how straight it is?
Yeah.
You see how this one slants out?
Yeah.
Okay. This was the Ford's answer to luxury. Okay. You got your little pull handles.
Very nice.
You got your little shade back there you can pull down.
In case you want privacy from anyone only coming from the rear.
And look at look at the room.
Oh yeah.
Now a slant window, these rear windows right here, these little ones back here, they roll down.
Oh nice.
That's what that little T handle is.
Little crank.
Yeah. See, these windows go down.
Very cool.
Okay. That's what that handle is over there, that T handle.
You're not getting there quick.
No, it takes a while to roll it down.
Now these are a little different to drive too.
Yes.
Can you explain the controls for how to drive?
You got a gas pedal, a little small one. This is your timing.
Okay.
Okay. You hit a hill, you need to advance the timing so you can get up on, so you can get on the other side of it.
Yeah.
This is your throttle if you don't want to use your gas pedal. This is like cruise. If you're going down the road 30 miles an hour, you can crank that up.
So you can use either.
Right, you can use either, okay? And if it don't want to idle good when you're sitting still, you can just move that one click like that and get idle up some, okay? Everything works.
Wow.
Okay.
And the gearing's different too, correct?
This is a 3-speed.
Okay.
Model A has a clutch and see the gear shift? Now the Model T is one that don't have the gear shift. Okay? That's that one.
That's all foot operated.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's a 64 and a half.
Okay.
Okay, Mustang, hardtop. This car came with power steering, power brakes, 4-barrel, and air conditioning from Ford.
Wow.
You got power steering, air conditioning, power brakes. It's all original. Generator, auto-like battery, just like it come from the showroom.
Wow. That is beautiful.
The price on this car, the receipt is in the trunk. It was $2,904.
I'll give you that for it now.
My grandpa was a mechanic. He worked at Mack Truck for years, okay?
Really?
My daddy was a mechanic. He was the superintendent at the fire department mechanic shop. I'm a mechanic. I got 2 nephews as mechanics, okay? So it kind of just runs in the family.
A lot of gasoline in the veins.
Right. And my daddy bled Ford Blue. Okay, that's all he would have was a Ford.
It's pretty apparent, yeah.
Okay, okay. This old thing here is a 28 Ford Roadster. It's got the rumble seat.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have no room on these things. That's why some of them come with a suitcase.
Yeah,
Okay?
for storage. So the kids rode back here?
That or your mama-in-law rode back there. Okay?
It's the mother-in-law seat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. This is not one you want to take to a wedding.
No. You gotta know where to put everybody.
No. And
You have to take that 31.
And that's a step.
That's a step.
All right.
Okay? That's how you get in there. I don't think I couldn't get in it. You probably could, but I couldn't. This is a 55 T-Bird. That top over on the bottom, that's just the old fake fiberglass top. The real top for this car is covered up with that blanket. It's a hard top. Okay. This is a 292. It's a 55. In 56, they come out with the 312.
Okay.
This is the 292 V8. Anytime you leave, that convertible top will come unsnapped and fold up behind that seat.
Really?
Yeah, so if you leave convertible and it starts raining on you, then you can put your convertible top up.
Right.
It stays in the car,
Nice.
okay? And right
So
here,
it can stay in the car and the hardtop be on the same time?
yes.
Wow.
That,
All right.
that folds up behind the seat.
Yeah.
Okay, and right here's the hardtop, Ken. It's original,
Wow.
okay?
That is cool. So this came with that car?
Yes, yeah. All right, let's go back up here to this Cadillac that you walked right by, even
right.
though it's not a Ford.
I know.
That's a 1990. It's got 20,000 miles, actual miles on it.
I've heard a lot about this Cadillac.
Have you?
I have.
I want you to look at the inside of it. I bought it at the auto fair 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, from what I hear, this is basically like stepping back in 1990.
Yes.
Wow.
No, when I bought this car, nobody had ever sat in the back seat.
You're kidding.
No. Look at the door panels and
Yeah.
the headliner.
I mean,
it's just like it comes
chrome on the buttons.
Yes, just like it
Everything's
comes from the
perfect.
showroom.
Cool. Everything works?
Yes. I had to fix the AC on it. That's all I had to do to it.
I bet this is a smooth riding car.
It just floats down the highway.
Sure. So neat. Like a time capsule.
Yes. It's dirty right now. We took it to Oakboro that night.
Yeah.
When we had that, yes.
Yeah.
When we had the barbecue, yeah. It ain't no flathead.
That is not a flathead.
That is not a flathead. That's a 302 HO.
Now that will get up and roll.
That come out of a Fox body Mustang. All right, now you're gonna go up here to a car that's 100 years old,
Wow.
okay? 100 years old. This is a Model T Roadster,
Okay.
okay? These right here are lanterns. You unscrew this, okay? You put your kerosene in it.
Gotcha.
You see your smokestack right there?
Yep.
All right, there's where you turn the wick at.
Okay.
Look in there.
Wow.
Okay, there's your wick,
Yep.
okay? So,
That was how you lit the way.
and you can't drive these at night because you can't see.
Right.
I mean, they don't put out no light. The transmission is a low high speed, okay? There's no gear shift,
Okay.
okay? There's no left-hand door
Because that's where
because of this handbrake.
the brake.
But that handbrake's more than a handbrake. It's also neutral and high speed,
Okay.
okay? All right, you put this thing in neutral, which is in the center.
Okay.
You mash this first pedal, you're in low range. You get going down the road, you let off the pedal, you take this handbrake all the way forward, mash that first pedal, and it goes into high range. Okay. The center pedal, when you stop, you got to put it in neutral, because once you engage it, it stays in. Okay. For me learning to drive this, me and my daddy run this thing out in 51 because I couldn't get it stopped. I let off the pedal, but it's still engaged. Okay, you got to put this thing in neutral. All right, the center pedal is reverse. The right-hand pedal is the brake. What little brake you have. Okay, no front brake, just rear.
Gotcha.
And this is wooden spokes. Okay. The gas tank is under this seat, and it looks like a Ford muffler.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're sitting on a bomb.
It sounds safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trunk still has
with lit lanterns on either side.
Right.
Yeah. Should
Exactly.
be fine.
And the trunk still has the original wood in it. Wow. Under here is the battery. That's original wood. There's an original jack. And here's an original air pump.
Wow.
Because if you busted a tire on the side of the road, you jack it up, pull that tire off that rim, and you fix the tube and you put it back together, and then you pump air in it.
Wow.
Okay? It wasn't like going to those service stations.
No. Not a quick endeavor.
No.
And now is this another lantern?
Yes. But you see it's got a red lens.
Gotcha.
That way people know if you leaving or coming. Okay?
Barely.
Barely.
Barely. Oh, that's really neat.
And the only thing I use that Duramax there for is to pull that black trailer in case I want to go out of town with one of these cars.
Yeah.
Because you just can't drive an old flathead or a Model A or something on the highway for a long distance.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. So a lot of these kind of older cars, I see have louvers in the side of the hood. Is that for ventilation?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, these late model cars, you can come out here and crank one of them and you're fine. Okay? Now you come out here and crank one of these old cars, you better open the door and cut them fans on, or you're gonna pass out. Okay, from carbon monoxide. Because they put it out.
It's not quite as clean earning.
Right, exactly.
So if these lanterns, what are the headlights?
The headlights work, okay, but they're so dim. Probably the lantern is just as bright as that headlight.
As the headlight. Wow.
Okay.
That is so neat.
And if you get stuck, you can always undo your leather strap and crank it by hand there. Okay?
That is so cool.
It's Henry Ford knew what he was doing.
Clearly.
It's got 4 coils in it, up under the dash, and they come out here, and each coil fires just like the coil packs on these late model cars, okay? Here's coil packs,
Yeah.
okay? You feed them, and then these feed the plug wires,
Wow, yeah.
okay? It has no oil pump, it has no water pump. All it's got is that fan with that leather belt. When the water gets so hot and that fan's turning, it makes the water circulate. The oil, no oil pump, it's got slingers on the bottom of the rod.
Sloshes around.
That sloshes the oil back up in the cylinder,
Wow.
okay? So you ain't got no oil pump or no water pump.
And very loose tolerances.
Right, very, very loose. I mean, they build them things loose,
Yeah.
okay? You know, they probably got 3 or 4 thousandths rod clearance when today's cars has got 1,000,
Wow.
1,000 clearance. That's when you have to run real thin oil on these late model cars and you run thicker oil on these old cars.
Sure.
Okay.
Makes sense. Well, Cliff, we really appreciate your time today, but I do have one final question for you.
Okay.
If you were talking to somebody that was new to the hobby, young person that wanted to get into collector automobiles, classics, what advice would you give them?
It was like me with my daddy and grandpa. If you'll just stand there and listen to them talk, you'll learn so much just by listening instead of for a while before you start engaging. But if you just listen, you'll learn it, especially from the old timers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid we're losing some.
Well, it's like the young people, they want air conditioning. They want power steering. See, these old cars, you know, they ain't got power steering and air conditioning on them. Okay? You got the window, no window. You know, that's all you got. Okay?
And hope it doesn't rain.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got no wiper on this Model T.
Oh, I didn't realize that. You're right.
Yeah. And some of these earlier models, you do it by hand.
Wow.
You reach up there and you turn the knob.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's cool.
Okay? So.
Well, I know this isn't even your complete collection, but
No.
we appreciate your time today.
You do have to get a picture of this 40 truck over there.
All right.
Okay?
We'll get some
Okay.
pictures.
All right.
Good.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Cliff.
Thank
All right,
you.
buddy.